Hello and welcome everyone to the HPL final here. My name is Heathen Hammer and I am so excited for this game. BST2 501ES versus Core. Today we're going to be playing on Purple Heart Lane, one of the most brutal Hell Let Loose maps there is to offer. I don't think any other map come close in just how brutal it is on infantry with that artillery. Of course, recon vehicles and squads are going to be so big today, trying desperately to shut down that artillery because it is going to make or break the game here. How good is the recon squad? How good is the artillery? And can teams like Core or BST2 501ES defend against those reconnaissance attacks and try and shut down that arty there? Now, we're about 5 minutes out from the match start here. Of course, Core booking their ticket to the championship game by beating the Five from France. They beat them convincingly. You know, for the first 15-20 minutes, it was up in the air there. Five looked like they had some decent defense. However, after the first 20 minutes, the floodgates opened. Core ended up taking that one 3-2. However, that was not what happened in the other semifinal there between BST2 501 and the Line. The Line taking the midpoint from BST2 501, looking like they were going to push and possibly have an easy game, but there was just a solid defensive effort by BST2 501ES. They held out for 3/4 of the game, and in the last 20 minutes, BST2 501 was able to take back the church on St. Mary-Glise, and here they are today in the final, booking their spot in the final. Many people thinking that BST2 501 didn't have a shot in hell in getting here. They're proving all their critics wrong, showing how strong of a team they were. Of course, they did lose both the games in the regular season towards TL. So that's where the thought process came in from some people. But just what a good defensive effort. They're going to need that same defensive effort and more today if they're going to be able to withstand the pressure here from Core. Core is a very good team. Yesterday in a warm-up match for this one, they played EG, a new team from Russia. New with air quotes. EG is a bunch of teams coming together. However, before they played Core yesterday, they had beaten teams like 116th, 38th, who both featured very well inside the regular season here. 116th only losing out to the Five there in the quarterfinal match. So a very good team nonetheless. However, Core showed from the start why they are such a strong team, dominating that game, winning 5-0 versus EG, and looking very strong coming into the game tonight. Now, we're playing on Purple Heart Lane. Things like tanks also. So we mentioned reconnaissance, we mentioned artillery. Tanks are so huge here. Core's tanks, I remember there was talk when they played against TL earlier on in the season about how TL was going to win with their tanks. That didn't happen. Core's tanks have been on a rampage. Yesterday in the game versus EG Core, their tanks were just on fire. 76s, 75s, killing Panzers and Tigers left and right. But we'll see. BST2 has some decent tanks too. I think they were fairly even with the Lions tanks. They're going to have to be a lot better today if they want to make this one stick versus Core. Now, Core on the other side, they just got to play how they've been playing all season long. Very strong timing attacks. You know, like their timings are so good. The meme that they put out memes about how they're just playing. They're not really doing anything special, but all their timings are very, very on point. When they're attacking, they have a really nice timing attack to attack. They're not really getting bogged down in the middle. No, everything's on point, ready to go. When they're defending, we saw this against EG yesterday. They absorb the pressure like a sponge, and then they come in behind the attacking squads, taking out those outposts and rallies. No panic, everyone really calm. So that's something that BST2 501 is going to have to be aware of, right? EG only mounted one attack yesterday, and it failed. It was succeeding initially, but it failed because Core just respawned behind the attack and slowly closed the gap, right? We also saw EG yesterday versus Core being very compact. They were just around the garrisons, around the outposts. They didn't really have the spacing that Core had. It was two different teams. Now BST2 needs that spacing. They play very similar to Core in some ways, that they like to push across the map, you know, and take out the other team. Now they just need to get a little more spacing, you know, cover different hedgerows, not just have 3-4 guys on top of each other. I see some similarities in the game there, in the teams, how they play between Core and and BST 2501. But BST2 is going to have to, or BST 2501. Guys, can you call yourselves a Phoenix? Do we have to have like 10 acronyms so that the name is so long? The logo looks like a phoenix. It's a badass logo, by the way. I understand it's two clans coming together, but hey, oh man, teams are about ready. Teams about ready. I don't know, guys. BST2 is filtering in 48-49. Looks like we're about ready to go here with this one. So yeah, for the third place game, we're gonna have the 5 versus TL. They're going to be playing on Foy, I believe. And then for the championship game, we have it here on Purple Heart Lane between Core and BST2 501. Now, both teams look like they're about ready to go on the server here. We're just waiting for a flip to start the match off. And then we'll be good to go in game. Guys, in the chat, let us know who you think is going to win this one. Do you think BST2 can slay the dragon or the big the big crow that is Core, or is Core gonna have an easy game today, easy game, easy life, and sweep this one 5-0? Honestly, I'd love to see BST2 501 pull some of that magic dust that they used against TL and to absorb that pressure. They were under attack for 3/4 of the game there, and they withheld. You know, they got the kills on the tanks they needed to, they got the kills in the infantry they needed to, and then they rotated successfully onto the north side of St. Maraglise, and that's really what won them the game there. I don't know, it's so hard. Anything can happen. Let's just say this. We saw TL on Foy versus Core take the first 0.32 because they had a really nice peak on their Lux and were able to take out a bunch of transport trucks. BST2 is going to need plays like that all game. They're going to need plays like that time and time again to keep this Core team down and on their toes. Because if you can have people respawning and not on point, you know, that's where you're going to be successful there. But is Core, you know, going to be stalled by these tactics? I don't know. They're so adaptive. You know, when we were just watching their training the other night, you could see them. They'd come from one side. That attack failed. They wouldn't sit around and lollygag and try to wait for something. No, they'd rotate. They'd redeploy. They'd respawn. There would already be Gary's up from the other side, ready for the attack. And that's just how they roll. Yes, that was a training, and they lost 5-0. But then they came back the next day against EG and did the exact same thing, you know, using combined arms. When you have two 76s up and they're pushing with the infantry, it's very hard to stop. We've seen this against 116 in the quarterfinals there. Sorry, it was against the 5 in the quarterfinals, Core versus the 5. And what Core did was essentially they killed the 5's tanks. The 5 had like a Tiger and a Panzer IV up. And after the 276s 2v2'd, won that fight, which, you know, you'd expect 76s to do against a Tiger and a Panzer IV. They proceeded to push. Now, the 5 tried with AT guns to stop this push long march across the field. Not possible, though. You need at least 2 AT guns, maybe 2 AT guns plus a tank, because as soon as that first AT gun fires, yes, it might hit one of the 76s, but both 76s are working together. So one of those tanks is going to get a hit off before the second shots goes, and that's what happened. You know, you need those 2 AT guns. You need at least 2 AT guns, maybe a tank, or 1 AT gun and a tank to engage that 76, because after that first shot from the AT gun goes, it's going down. Now, I wonder if this could be a strategy going forward as the meta improves here. We can see AT guns 2 in a row on each other. So the first AT gun takes the shot, the crew rotates, gets on the second AT gun and shoots it. Or maybe we'll see a rebalancing of the AT gun to see if it gets a little more stronger and maybe you can take a shot, or, you know, the shot passes through it if it's like an AP round and maybe kills one of the guys that's behind it. I don't know. But right now in the game, like it's a tit for tat, right? So as soon as the AT gun fires and gets a hit, you know, the tank's going to destroy it, right? So you have to have at least 2 AT guns or 2 AT guns and a tank there to do something. I don't know if BST2 has been practicing this, but they really need to have their AT game on like 11 today if they want to have a chance. We do see really aggressive plays from core from their tanks. Against EG yesterday, it led to a Stuart being destroyed, and it also led to a tank being basically in the background with no infantry support. Now, if BST-2501 can capitalize on those aggressive plays from core, yeah, they can get some kills on tanks and they can kill some of that fuel reserve for core, and they need to do it today. AT is probably the most important thing. I say, apart from getting that artillery dead, core's killers like Zim, who's probably one of the best killers in the game. I mean, routinely has double the kills of the next person. I think I was looking from Friday Night Fights, or was it Greyhound, one of the weekly mixed comp matches, and he had like 180 kills. The next person had 80 kills, and then the person after that had like 45 kills. So I don't know, man. If Zim's going to be back on the defensive, or one of course other killers, it's going to be so hard for the recon of BST-2501 to interrupt the arty. And same thing on the other side of the coin. Of course, recon is just constantly dumpstering the artillery and the defenses of BST-2501, and there's one side, like BST-2 has no arty. This game is going to be over quick. That arty is so strong on PHL, and you'll just see it like raining down from core, and then they'll just push in. So there's so many different factors of the game, though. If I'm going to take 2 or 3 of the most important ones, it's probably going to be recon, arty defense, how strong is your arty, and if the tank and the anti-tank, how that plays out. Course tanks versus BST-2's anti-tank. Oh man, it's going to be good here, and I'm hoping for a good match. Now it's 2:07 and we still haven't flipped. I'm going to get on the horn here and at some people. Why haven't we flipped? So it's supposed to start at 2 p.m. here, 2:07, 2:08. That's okay, though. Gives us more time to talk about the matchup. Chat, guys, what do you think? Do you think those are the two most important things about this match? In my thoughts, when I'm thinking about this game, PHL immediately already, right? We covered that, the recon element. And then the tanks, like if you've watched any of the HPL or you watch these teams play, Core's tanks are phenomenal. It was a meme at one point saying they were going to get dumpstered by teams like TL, who have really strong tanks themselves. It has to be said. However, like update 11 also just threw a wrench into tanking in general. Heard the other day on Friday Night Fights, TL dropped one of their tanks from their lineup, right? Just because tanks are in such a weird spot right now. AT also a huge issue. If BST-2 can get their AT to bear, many times we'll also see things like, rocket AT being used sparingly. I think on a map like PHL, the bazooka is going to be very strong. So is the Panzerschreck. Definitely has a place for satchels too. There needs to be a mix of AT, and I'd like to see some more of that from BST-2501. We've seen core and how they used AT very effectively, not only against tanks, but also against for attacks against garrisons. I think it was like week 1 or 2 on PHL, core versus PKKA, attacking the last point, and it was a redeploy from core. And essentially, they had 4 or 5 guys with rockets, and they had predetermined points on the buildings, different garrison spots, defensive spots, and they all hit them, and it killed like half the defenders off the bat just from pre-placed rocket shots. Very powerful versus garrisons, very powerful versus infantry, like dug-in infantry in bunkers and stuff. So I'd love to see BST-2501 make use of that too. That's huge. What will the half track come into play today? That's another thing that hasn't been around for too long. We've seen some crazy plays with the half track and just some people getting caught off guard. I mean, on Friday Night Fights the other day, TL, one member of TL with AT, so he was playing a defensive on Axis side. It was on Utah Beach and the middle point at the bottom there, I believe WN7. And the commander comes in with a half track, drops it off, parks it at the backside. And there's no, first of all, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't kill the half track. He just leaves it there. uses it as cover and then runs by it, and then the defenders lose bodies, lose that overrun on the half track, and everyone spawns in. Now I really don't think that's going to happen today. That was a careless mistake on the member of TL's part in that game, but anything's possible. Half tracks are another dynamic to this game that we really haven't seen the potential of, the full potential at least. They're so strong in the way they can change the battlefield with those mass redeploys. Sorry, one sec here. Sorry about that. And you just talking about what were we talking about there? Half tracks. Yes. Half tracks. Now, will they feature prominently? We haven't seen too much of airhead play. That's the one thing that Core did a lot of during the regular season that they've kind of shaded away and moved away from. We will see today maybe less of that. Maybe they'll bring it back out of the bag. I'm not too sure, honestly. They've been kind of shying away for that in favor of doing these kind of long pushes across the map and just absolutely smashing into the other team. Also want to take a second to talk about Wounded Warrior Project today. You can see with the hat and with the shirt. This is some merch they sent me from our charity event last D-Day. Basically, we did a nice big charity event, raised more than $5,000 for Wounded Warrior Project. It's an awesome cause, and if you guys ever see them or want to support those causes, I definitely suggest it. It's a really cool cause. We're going to be doing that again, of course, this summer, this D-Day, June 4th. And if you guys want to come out for that one and support that, stay tuned for that. Of course, we're still in the grips of winter right now, but once we get into summer, look out for that event. We're going to be doing it again this year, even bigger. Hopefully, we did 2 servers last year. Maybe we'll do 3-4 servers this year. Get a bunch of streamers in, get a bunch of people in to support it, get a bunch of donations, of course, all going to the Wounded Warrior Project, supporting the veterans and the legacy of people fighting for our freedom every day and supporting them here. Now, Purple Heart Lane. One thing we haven't touched about Purple Heart Lane, we've talked about the RD, we've talked about the tanks, we haven't talked about the choke points. There's so many specific bridges where it's so hard to push across the map. Now, is that going to be a factor? Are we going to see, sappers and mines in strategic places to try and limit the other side's the tank movements? That's something that's going to be a lot harder, right? There's so many canals on the map that the tanks have limited fields of transport to get across it, right? So even though tanks are very strong, something like having mines in strategic spots, AT guns looking straight onto strategic spots, it might be something that BST2 has looked at for this match. They've had about a week to prepare, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that. I'd actually really like to see some of that there. By the way, the TL game versus the 5 is right on the map there. Not on the map, on the screen. It's going to be streamed by Lapino Dantin, awesome French commentator. He's an awesome dude, so check him out and support him there. And it's going at basically 3 p.m. Eastern, so 3:15 essentially with the delay. That's going to be going at that time. You can see the 3rd place match. We're about 15 minutes behind schedule. Here, starting the map. Both teams are ready to go, though. Yeah, 49 versus 50. I think Mordred's into the ref, so he's going to be flipping it. Right in a second here. What's in the terrarium? It's a bearded dragon. He's chilling in the background. He's sleeping right now. He's got a little too much sun. You can see his tail. Actually, oh, there he's getting up. You can see his tail just sticking out kind of by the thing. Actually, no, you can't. Never mind. Yeah, so I don't know. Infantry, I think BST2 like really doesn't have an advantage going into this game from what they've played. I think they might have they lost a couple friendlies in the midweek there. Their biggest, boon is just kind of riding that wave of enthusiasm from beating TL. That was a grind of a game. They stayed in that one. They played towards their strengths and defended. They're going to need something more this weekend, though, if they want to be able to hold core and limit the damage and stay in the match like they did. Core's killers are just so strong. Their FPS gameplay is so strong too. It's a monumental task. And you know what? BST2 has to be proud of getting here, getting to this moment, right? They've done so much to get here. They did better than TL in the regular season, even though they dropped those games to TL. They did better than them in the regular season. They played on worse paying servers than NA. They did everything they could to put themselves in this position. And I'm really excited, looking into this final to see if they have that next level gear. I mean, guys like, we've seen amazing plays individually from guys like Fortis Leader. I remember him, what map was that? Was that Saints, was that Carrington? I think it was on Carrington a couple of weeks ago, by himself on the front line, taking out garrisons. I think they were playing 116, taking out a Gary, like the commander, one man, solid snake, into point, taking out the garrison, setting up the attack. I mean, it's just so beautiful to see. I hope we see more of that today. Their tanks, that's the one thing. Hopefully they're on point, Core, you can't say too much about Core. We've all seen it. We've heard it. They are so good in every aspect of the game that like the little victories and things like mentioning those bridge crossing is so important here for BST251 because those are going to be choke points that the core tanks have to cross. Those are going to be areas that ambushes can be set up. And if you can get kills on the vehicles while they're on those bridges to cut off the choke points, I think that'd be even better. Now, the BST2 501 defense is going to have to be stalwart. I wonder if they're going to play their tanks a little more conservatively for this match. They're going to have to. You have to assume, because the way the 5's tanks got smashed and the way the AT guns couldn't keep up, they have to play conservatively. They have to pick and choose their battles. They have to fight together. Now, that's a huge thing here. The BST2 tanks have 501 ES, have to fight together. I think that's something they might have seen from the 5, and they can recognize it and change this map. If they can't do that, I mean, oof, they're going to need 3 AT guns. Now it's about 20 minutes past when we wanted to start here. Yes, 501 in chat. Go 501. Go Core. Hopefully it's a good game, guys. It should be getting started any second here. Apologies for the wait there on that one. I think we should be flipping here. It'd be interesting to see what we get. Hey, can you flip the map yeah. No, not to Foy, to fucking... We're not playing on Foy, we're playing Purple Lane. What are you doing? You have to double flip it now. Yeah. Oh man. I need to wrestle control of the server and just do it myself, I think. Well, as we wait, unfortunately on the flip, I think we got DC'd there. Yeah. Lots of Spanish people in chat today supporting the Spanish team. Bastardos. Okay, so Malditos Bastardos. Okay, that's BST2 501. Or sorry, that's BST2, right? Malditos Bastardos is BST2. 501 ES is, I guess, 501 Infantry Division. And then we have Corvus Rex or Core. I don't know if they prefer one or the other. But what is the difference? So why are there, is BST2 501 called Malditos Bastardos? Is that the name of the team? Or is just that just BST2? I don't know. You guys have to tell me in chat. I don't understand. Which one is which? Why not just go with like the Phoenix? I know we have Phoenix Battalion out of Germany, but you know, this could be like the Spanish Phoenix. I don't know what's Phoenix in Spanish. Anybody? It's like Phoenix? Phoenix? And 9 p.m. is football time. Fast win. Honestly, if BST2 can hold like they did versus TL, it's not going to be a fast anything. They absorbed so much pressure here last week on St. Mary-Glise. Like, it was ridiculous. At multiple points, I thought they were down and out, but they just kept coming back into it. Now, remember, they also had the advantage of the 76s. They had the advantage of the allied tanks. They're not going to have that advantage today. Core is going to be on 76s, and there's going to become a point 25 minutes into the game where Core's going to have two 76s on the field and probably a Sherman and a 75, right? And they're going to come at BST2 with those three assets, and it is going to be very, very hard to weather that storm. So just throwing it out now, we're going to see two 76s on the field from Core. And how is BST2 501 or Malditos Bastardos gonna deal with that? How? "40 minutes stalling on a 3-2." Some people saying in chat. Oof, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. They have to do something versus the core armor and infantry, and if their artillery can stay alive, and if they can get some lucky or good kills early versus yeah, everyone's good on this side. So BST2 is ready to flip, and we're flipping to Purple Heart Lane. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we had a miss flip. Is that what you can call it? Miss flip here. So a bunch of DCs when we flip the map over. It happens, unfortunately, no pause function. So we're just waiting for two more core boys to jump back in, and then we'll reflip it again, and hopefully, cross your fingers, this will be the time that it works. Hopefully. And I want to see if BST2 is being practiced on PHL. You know, like we said, there's lots of bridges. Those work both ways, right? So you can have specific RD dropping, you know, in a certain place to try and catch out a truck. Now, obviously, Core, BST2, they're not going to be taking the direct route all the way. They're going to be turning off the road at a certain point because those tanks are going to be shelling straight down the map. There we go. It looks like we have finally flipped here. Purple Heart Lane is inbound. Now, will we have some DCs? I don't know. We will see. No, looks like we're pretty. Ooh, some DCs on the core side were pretty good. No, still some core players on the wrong team here for some reason. Kind of an odd thing. Yeah, Core Ralph is on the wrong. Hey, Core Ralph is on the wrong team, by the way. Can you switch Core Ralph? There we go. He's good. He's good now. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right into game after this. I hope you enjoy this one. Apologies for the delay there. This is the HPL final here between BST2 501 ES and Core. Enjoy, guys. Oh my God! Hit all the bodies! Oh my God! Let's go! 38 score for a cap race. Welcome in game here, everyone, to the finals of the Hell Let Loose Premier League season and playoffs. Core versus BST2 501 ES. You can see the rollout here from BST2 501. Light tank, 3-man, full supply truck. We got a supply truck there. Full transport truck. No, not full. 2-man. Ooh, okay. All right, interesting there. Squad leaders, like to see that. Medium tank coming up the mid. Panzer IV fight on the mid is going to be so crucial here. That P4 needs to stay alive here if BST2 501 wants to have a tank in the fight here for flag position. Interesting enough, flag position, the midpoint, I think this advantage goes to BST2 501 a little bit because there isn't a massive canal in front here. No massive canal. So, you know, there's a certain point on where Core, you know, needs to get across here. This isn't as deep as some of the other ones. Now you can see it here, this canal. It's going to maybe give a little bit of defilate though. Not as much on the other side. You can see BST2 501 has a much nicer canal on their side. So I think artillery is going to be a little easier to hit on the Core boys coming up. And also on the backside though, look at how much space there's. Tanks are going to have a field day here on this one. The finals of the Hell Let Loose Premier League season coming to a culmination here, and it is game on right now. Core, BST2 Core always has good rollouts here. We'll see if they can continue that trend today. Go really wide for you guys here. Both teams coming off the bat here. You can expect big tank fights, lots of artillery, and we'll see if there's some sneaky airhead plays off the bat too. You can see Core moving out strongly on the top right of your screen there. Already a first tank fight of the game coming in down the mid road. Core deploys coming on the right side, and their truck, ooh, narrowly getting by. An artillery shot there. Zoom bypassing that, making it onto point here. Getting a little wet in the process. Dismounts already. No machine gun fire yet. It looks like Core's going to be the first onto point here. Finally, BST2 pulling up in style right now. Big gunfight ensues. Who's going to win this one? Portal dropping. No. The squad lead already dropping here for BST2 501. Truck going down on the north side from Core. Core is making cap progress though here. Really nice defensive line set up for Core. 2 machine guns already fighting. Machine gun fire brutal for both teams. You can see Lux firing too, getting some kills here. Core has dominating position though on flag position. Oh, brutal artillery there, taking out a full squad of BST2 501. Core though continuing to make cap progress here, up to 20-30%. You can see they have more numbers also. Tanks are going to be coming in the second part, really important here. Second part of this cap. Now tanks need to take each other out. Whoever wins this tank battle, you know, this Lux is doing work suppressing on the south here. Sorry, the east. Whoever wins this tank battle is going to have control of the point. Now, you can see cap progress is stopped at 50%. Enough members of BST2 are in point, but that already is just devastating here from Core. Absolutely. You can see, oh, another devastating artillery strike here. And BST2 can't even make it back to the strong point here. They are getting destroyed by this artillery early on. And it looks like this point is going to be going towards core off the bat here. BST2 just getting decimated by this intense artillery barrage here from core. You see Para on point, Tra on point, also Bommel there too. Para's probably got an OP up right behind the building here. Unfortunately, you can see, look at that deployment here from core. So many bodies in sector. All they have to do is keep getting kills here, and it is going to be an easy pass sailing to 3-2 so far, taking the first point of this one in this Hell Let Loose Premier League final. Core does it. They are up 3-2 and now take control of the driver's seat. What are they going to do to secure this win? And what can BST2 do here to get back into the game? Hellfish and Yoselov, well, only Hellfish now is up, going to be able to drop that outpost. But there are just so many orange bodies of core here. It's going to be so hard to get back onto this point. Zoom dropping a garrison down on the south. Nobody knows about this one from BST2. That's going to be a hidden garrison. Allow for a lot of redeploys here. All right, now checking the map here to see how the defensive line. Core looking to push out across the map here. Bommel's the furthest ahead of them all. He finally does get dropped, though. Core just pushing straight across the field here. Don't know if that's the best strategy, considering that there is so many machine guns here from 501ES and BST2 hammering them. You can see Hellfish stays alive on point there. He's the last hope. The last hope here for BST2 on point, and he's still alive. Hellfish, how? Finally getting dropped here. Now, Core does have a surround on this position. I wonder if they're going to keep calling Artie on here in an attempt to destroy this outpost. Ooh, direct hits from Artie. Nobody's really going to be able to respawn there. A comfortable defense here for Core. Rico, the only one able to get out from that, but I mean, every time that Artie drops, more members of BST2501 are going to die. Now, Para finally pushing for this OP. Finally. And I think that's going to mark the end here. Or not. Good kills here from BST2. Rico and Topoak. Oh, but it's so close. Their OP is so close to being overrun here. Profex just needs to rotate a little bit and he should be good. And that should be the end of any attacks here for BST2501. Sneaky little OP on point. They just can't stay hidden long enough and get pushed super hard here. Will, Jubs, Fabster, both contributing here. I think a grenade, a lucky grenade might have taken out that OP. Let's zoom out a little bit and show you guys the attack. Decent defensive line here around aid station from BST2. That's exactly what they need. They need to keep this up and they need to hold. Hold the line. As we rotate a little further back here, I don't see any recon in yet from Core. What about the defense onto the backside? No recon yet penetrating the arty here from BST2501. Wow. Not yet. Soon TM possibly. We will have to wait and see. So far so good though for 501 BST2, doing what they need to, getting kills on core squads, having a wide defense. Really like to see that here. Now it's going to focus into the tanks. How are both teams' tanks operating? Oh, nasty artillery here doing very nice close support for those core tanks. That OP is dialed in. And this is just going to be a grind fest here. Now you can see Yoselev, Rex, Mr. Ning, big push coming here on the northwest side. BST2 need to absorb this pressure and need to hold this position. So far so good though. Getting kills, trading kills back and forth. The spacing is so key here. Look at that. Mr. Ning dropping 2. Rex also dropping a color. Para is flanking right now. Ning needs to spot this out. No, Ning goes down, and there, the last one goes down to Isengard with a nice kill, but there needs to be a rotation back onto this northwestern flank, or else floodgates are going to start to open here for Core. Isengard looking for a rotation back. Don't want to die there in the water. Nice kill onto Mr. Pink. 2 kills here. Oh, but just slowly and surely Core is wearing down this northwestern flank. Not enough defenders right now for BST2501ES. They need to take back the positions they lost. They need to do it fast. So far so good though. Really liking this emphatic defense here from BST2. You can see how devastating the artillery is for Core though. Like the artillery is hitting 10 to 15 meters in front of the Core squads on the front line. South is holding for now. However, TRAA and Senseless, both smelling blood, both smelling a little bit of a crack in the armor here from BST2501ES. Nice kill there by Score, and BST2 coming back on the north side, crushing a Core OP, and they are going to be making a game of it today. The Spaniards are not going to roll over and yield. Look at that. Isengard pushing him with another kill here. One more OP left to go. Does he have any nades? Can he toss a nade onto this OP here? It's a 1v3 right now. No, he pushes in the open, and respawn comes here from Core. Unfortunate there, he doesn't get the nades, and you know what? There's nobody there to back it up. Where are the respawns here for BST2? I was just praising them for having their ducks in a row there and being so good on that push. They need to get back and fill this spot though. They had it almost. Wow. Mr. Ning's trying to come back from the eastern side here. Arty also is just not hitting accurately for BST2501. Their Arty is off right now. They're not using their tubes individually for supporting fire, and right now the northwest is just about to be overrun here by Core. Wow, just like that, BST2 had the position. They could have held it, they could have used nades, but they don't, and they're losing. And here comes a bombing run right now. The northwestern side and the whole northern flank is about to be overrun. Bombing run for Core, doing huge damage. Rex, Mr. Ning, the only two left alive here. Isengard needs to get back into that position fast. Also on the northeastern side / eastern side, that whole front line has collapsed here for BST2 501. They need to push back and take back those positions fast. Otherwise, Core is going to be taking them over for themselves. Really nice bombing run there. Really nice push from Core. The Arty's doing so much work right now. BST2 not over yet, though. They've fallen back to a second defensive line here, but they really need to take some pressure off and move this line up a little bit here. They can't just sit back and fall back and fall back. It's not going to work. Now Zoom looking to put his boys in a good position, advancing towards the river here. Ooh, does get dropped in the end though. BST2 slowly losing ground here. I was praising them because the aggressiveness looked good, but they just couldn't fill the positions with respawns. Now on the backside, you can see not a lot going on. You know, some activity of recons being spotted, nothing troubling yet. Also, their recon really can't even get across the river here either. It's a big line of defense on the middle of the map here. First Tiger coming out, or second Tiger actually coming out here from BST2 501. They already have one Tiger down here on aid station already. Core, though, making their probing attacks, using a bombing run to get about 20 to 30 feet of real estate here. And now they are right on the river. That is so close to aid station here. BST2 501 they need something here. Maybe a bombing run of their own. There's the cap progress already starting for Core here. They need to take back some positions and give a buffer for their infantry to defend the point. But the Arty is just so devastating here. You can see it time and time again, wiping out squad after squad. Now, on the western side, it's a little troubling here if I am Core. I do like what Hellron's doing. He has to stay alive and get an OP on the backside, though. He needs to get an OP for his boys up. There he goes. He's crushed one OP. That's good. He needs to get an OP up for his own guys and maybe collapse behind the Core team. He goes down, though, unfortunately, and it looks like Core has kind of an open front here on the northwest side. There's nobody here from BST2 501 to do anything about Core's advance. Now, as the Spaniards get pushed back, you can see they're getting more compact. That width that we saw at the start of the game is starting to wane. They're getting more compact on point, and Core is starting to take a domination here on the western side of aid station. You can see outposts still up here on the right side of your screen. That's going to be crucial. BST2 need to get some width, though. They need to get out of their outposts and get wide so that these arty strikes can't just kill full squads with one hit. The Core artillery, though, has been absolutely amazing so far this game. How good have they been? Like, look at that, just destroying infantry time and time again. Each tube operating independently of the other, with communication of squad leads into where the next strike needs to be. It's absolutely amazing to see. We've touched on, you know, the tanks of Core, the infantry of Core, the artillery, though, of Core is just dominating right now, and it looks like allowing Core to advance towards a victory here. Almost all on aid station, almost a full surround. Once Fran and Hylron go down on the west side, Core is going to have a complete surround on point. Only two members of BST2 501ES left in the strong point. Airhead coming down. Now, is that a BST2 501 airhead? No, it is a Core airhead. They are going to be looking to springboard this airhead off of their already devastating attack, getting a nice spawn for the whole team up on point here on the other side of the river. And just like that, you can see cap progress starting, falling. It's very close right now. BST2 need to do something to get back on point. The Garys are marked, but where's the artillery here striking onto those markers? Is Core going to be able to get a full spawn wave in? We will see. Core cap progress is stalled. Expect a big spawn wave coming in real soon onto point. That airhead is up. It's only a matter of time before it is live. In the next 10 seconds or so, you're going to see a lot of orange bodies. There's the first one. Only two bodies, unfortunately, for Core there. Bombing run also does drop here. BST2501ES drops the bombing run in. Does that get the airhead? No, it misses. Defensive bombing run not doing enough. 50% cap progress already for Core, and they're looking for more. I wonder if there's gonna be a big respawn wave here onto the airhead. Does Core even need it? They have such good position here on the other side of the river. Wow. There it is, 3 more respawn, really not needing the airhead. It has to be said, not needing it. There's such good position on the other side of the river here. Complete control over aid station, the north, the west, the east of it. And BST2 is absolutely nowhere on this defensive point. And you know what? Their bombing run completely misses. They do their bombing run wrong. It's just disappointing here for BST2501ES. The bombing run is exactly not what the doctor ordered. They needed to go west and east, and it goes north and south there. Tiger taking shots, not able to push anybody off point for Core, and Core is going to take this one 4-1 now and get ever closer to that championship they have been working towards for about 20 weeks now, since September. 4-1 for Core, and they take it just like that. How good is that artillery though? That arty was so good. Absolutely insane. Core already on point today. Every facet of this team is just so strong. Their arty, their tanks, their infantry. 501, you could see them trying to hold that defensive line, but once the northwest cracked, it was just like the rest of the peel came open. Now, what can BST2501 do to challenge back to this point again? We have aid station now. The last point here is Cabbage Patch. Not too far away from aid station here, very close, these 2 points. Should enable BST2501 to at least try to get back onto point here, and you can see that's exactly what they are doing. Full squad slamming straight up the middle here with Javi, Mr. Ning, Hellfish, and David. Hellfish, very important for him to get an OP up close and try to get some of those rotations into his squad to try to get back onto point here and put some pressure onto Core. Also on the west side, Alfred and his full squad trying to push back desperately too. But this whole squad here has been decimated. Only 4 members left alive. They just can't get through to point. It's so hard with the wire here. Greyhound, with the Greyhound coming in here, gonna be looking to, it's Crusader one-manning the Greyhound actually. Okay, I see you. Is he gonna get a flank onto this Tiger? That would be crazy. One-man Greyhound trying to flank the Tiger. Tiger notices and rotates. Oh, Crusader. No, you can't get around behind the Tiger. Tries to go balls for the wall with that one. It doesn't work. BST2 are fighting like a bat out of hell right now to hold on to this game and stay in touch of Core in this HPL final. Now, Core is rotating some more bodies into the mid here, and that already is just devastating any reinforcements to try to get back onto point. For the Spaniards, look at how precise it is. Kill after kill. No, David and Rico can do nothing but crawl on their hands and knees to try to get back into this one. Absolutely crazy here. Core putting up a stalwart defense. Respawns are coming in here. Wonder if we're going to see maybe an airhead from BST2501. The majority of Core's players are across the river here, so an airhead on the other side, maybe to the north, might be something they look for. Also, Heliron getting himself in a good position again. Now you can see the Core tanks are advancing here. 76 of George, Henningby, and CQB. Putting some pressure in. I wonder when we're going to see this fight with the... Oh, well, there's a second 76 over here with Holsbeer and Gray. Oh, sorry, not a 76. Okay, so 75, 76. Is there another Sherman? Is there another 76 somewhere? Might just be down here on the south side. No, that's not where it is. This Tiger is all alone on point, though. And very soon, he's going to come under fire from multiple Core tanks. Doing what he can do to shell the infantry here. I wonder, yeah, that's a good, sensible idea. Not enough space to get fully hull down. I think he'll rotate to the side here and try to get as hull down as possible in this ditch. It's only a matter of time, though, before these Core tanks rotate and start to put some shots right onto the hull of this Tiger. Now he could flank to the right here and use that Greyhound as cover. That would be a smart play here from the Tiger. You can see already a tank pulling up in the background. No shot though. That was just a 75. No shot on that tank. There we go. Shots coming in from the flank onto the Tiger. First shot was a ricochet. Wonder if we can find a second. Second shot, no, that's a hull shot right there. 76 looking to put this Tiger out of action here. Tiger has no idea where he's being engaged from. And down goes the Tiger just like that. Damn. 76 with a nasty peek here. You know, Hellron's right there. I could not believe that he's not relaying the information of this 76 to his tankers. He is right there. There's nobody around him. Why? Why wouldn't that tank be spotted out? No markers here on the map whatsoever about that 76. Really a misplay there from communication of the core squad. Now, secondary shots coming in. Possibly a second tank here for BST2 501. Let's check the map. Yeah, you can see it right there. Second Tiger coming in, taking shots already. Could this be it here for the BST2 armor? Tiger gets out for now. He's going to have to repair, re-armor, and reload, but with those arty drops so close, Saka's going to have to watch out. He's going to be absolutely destroyed here if he's not careful. Core tank trying to shoot through the hedge here at this Tiger. I don't know if he'll be able to. I think the Tiger's made of selenium, or the bushes at least. Mighty Chancla. El Chanclanito is getting out to repair too. Oh, on the backside though, hold the phone. Blackburn spawns in with the AT, and suddenly the 76 is under pressure. George Lee falls. Can Blackburn rotate and get a satchel onto this tank? Hennigby and CQB jump out to try and repair. Where are the kills? Satchel is out. Kill them, Blackburn. One drops, the second drop, and just like that, Rico's gonna get 2 kills. The 76 is gonna go down here, and that is exactly what BST2 501ES need to do to get back into this game. All right, it is on here. Havald, however, is right in the mix too. It's a 1v4. Havald drops. Hellron there is in a very good spot to attack the point here, and only 2 defender. Jay Thompson's gonna rotate his MG to the other side here. BST2 need to take advantage of this though. Where's the airhead? Where's the Gary? Second tank is up here. Is there another satchel? Possibly. Does Rico have a satchel? Has he already used it? Blackburn's up again. Second 76 here for Court, and Court is in huge trouble right now. They cannot lose another tank. If BST2 take out this second 76, it is game on here. BST2 will have the tank advantage, and they could potentially push their Tiger with infantry and dictate the terms of this next fight and get back into the game. Blackburn rotating, trying desperately to get the satchel on. Oh, he's so close. Does the commander spot him out? I think he does. Next gear here for the Sherman tank, trying to hightail it out of the way of this satchel. Might just get to safety here on point. Oh, it is so close. Blackburn's trying so hard. The only one on point right now is Delta Fox. Nero, Raisin, and Milf Hunter. That might be the opportunity. Oh, can Blackburn get the satchel down? I don't think the core tankers know about it. There goes the satchel. Okay, now Blackburn has to defend this. 76 has no clue about this satchel here. Finally, Rico now needs to rotate. Nero looking for the satchel. Rico getting some kills. Nero drops. Milf Hunter gets out of the tank. Can he stop the satchel? Raisin, Milf Hunter, where's the satchel? Rico needs to get on this satchel. Kills one, kills both. Second 76 gonna go down here for Core. Huge plays from BTS2 taking out these tanks. However, they are already losing on their critical sector. No! Look at this. Werner Voss, Scav, Falcon, Fred, Pink, all in point here. BST2 need to get back into this one. They have the tank advantage. Core losing both their tanks there. There is another, what is this? Another tank here. This is just gonna be the 75 though. BST2 need to, and there it is, the cap progress starting on the backside. They need to get on point, not only on their strong point of their critical sector, but on aid station. They have the opportunity now. There's no 76s on the field here. Come on, BST2. Come on, Spanish boys. Let's go. Get back into this game. You guys need to do it. Your AT, Rico, has done enough. Blackburn has done his job. He has satcheled 2 tanks so far. Rico with huge plays, killing the crew and killing everyone off the point here. Now it's up to the infantry on the defense to take back this strong point. It's wide open right here for BST2. They're just not putting the bodies in point, and they can't seem to kill the bodies of Core on their last point. Enough was done. We said they needed to take out the 76s. They have taken out the 76s of Core. They just need to be able to win these firefights on their back point and get some bodies on aid station. The Tiger is up. It needs to flank and push this 75. The tankers need to do their job now. For BST2 501ES, they have the 76s down. They need to win this fight and clear this point right now. The tank is marked. There's no more threats from 76s downfield. I don't know what this tank is doing driving away from the point here. He needs to just get into the open field, rotate as fast as he can, and go kill that 75 and maybe do a job. Actually, the 75 is taking it upon him to flank here. 75 charging right into the battle behind this Core tank. It is marked on the map. The Tiger needs to rotate here. Watch out though, because Anthrox with AT is going to be challenging from the backside too. Now where is the infantry? BST2 501 need to get back the main point. The Tiger rotates onto the garrison though, going to be able to get the kill on the Gary. Okay, Gary is down on the attack. Now rotate and deal with this 75, clean up the backside and get some bodies onto aid station. And you know what? They've been pushed off aid station already. No. Oh my gosh. BST2 501 not taking advantage of the tank advantage they've had. Unable to kill the 75 here. This Tiger and the infantry just cannot push Core off the strong point. Now, this Tiger is rotating here. Needs to rotate the gun really fast if he wants to challenge this 75 here. Really fast. Whip it around. Should be able to take out the 75. No, it goes down. The 75 wins that fight. Oh my gosh. And Core tankers, they lost 2 76s and are still winning. Like Conrad runs in front of the 75 for some reason, getting taken out, and Core looks to take a 5-0 and be crowned the HPL champions. Wow. An opportunity presented itself. Bombing run comes in on the backside here, going to eliminate the last bodies near the strong point. Boom, full squad gets wiped out on respawn, and Core are making significant cap progress towards this victory right here. It is so disheartening for BST2 501. They took out both 76s, but they still lose the point in the end. Oh no. Bombing run from BST2 501 does nothing. It was missed the point completely. What was that? No. Oh my god, what a throw with that bombing run. They completely missed the point, kills nobody from Core. The garrison's already down on the backside. Just need to wipe out these outposts. But they just can't. They can't get back into the strong point here. Oh my god, Core is about 80% and climbing on this cap progress. BST2 501 is trying to throw everybody here on the defense, but it's not enough. Respawns continuously coming in here from Core. Might just be enough to end this one. It's so close. Cap progress coming back to BST2 501. Core's losing bodies on point, but Core also has the flank up. Look at the flank to the west. They have more bodies there. BST2 for now finally has done enough to claim the strong point almost. No respawns coming in though. It's so tough here on point. Now the Sherman's still up on point. The 75 has stayed alive this whole time, despite both the 76s of Core being down. And while BST2 is making some cap progress back, it's only a matter of time where now before Core takes this game. You can see the orange bodies flooding across the field here. BST2 501 is living on borrowed time. Oh man, it just feels so bad. They got both 76s, but they just could not capitalize on that, or their infantry could not push Core off the point right here. You know, heroic plays from the AT on the attack. You know, no redeploys, maybe an airhead play. They just would have had to push all the infantry off the backside to make that work. Now, as you can see, Core have so many bodies in the strong point. It is only a matter of time now before Core takes this one 5-0 here and is crowned the champions of the Hell Let Loose Premier League. Wow. Crazy game. BST doing what they needed to do to get back into this game, just not able to clear Core off the backside of their point here. Some of these infantry fights are so intense, and you can see more tanks have been brought up here from Core. Bringing up more tanks. What is it? Oh, an AT gun. Never mind. Not a tank. Their 76s got taken out, so they're just going to build an AT gun and shell BST-2501ES. And now, you know, it's so hard to get back on the point here because there's a 75. There's machine gunners everywhere, explosions all over the place, an AT gun firing it. And essentially, when that bombing run missed here for BST-2501ES, it just completely whiffed the point. There was no chance to clear Core off point anymore. They just didn't have anything to clear those bodies off the point, unfortunately. And like that, just like that, 98, 99%, it is going to be a Core 5-0 here, taking the game and the Hell Let Loose Premier League title 5-0. Wow. Core living up to the hype around this team, taking the game 5-0 away from BST-2501ES in pretty impressive fashion. Gotta say that. Some of the scores here: 1K for Zoom, 1.2K for Para, 1.1K for Gray in the tank. That 75 putting in absolute tons of work. Hellfish, that attacking squad we saw, the best squad on the side of BST-2501ES. And what a game. What a game we witnessed today. Wow. Crazy. Core is godlike in chat. Yes, they are. Absolutely godlike. They lost both their 76s, but were still able to hold on to that one. 1.3K for Everest, Mighty Chancla, and Saka there, doing really well. Basically, the standouts here of the BTS2 team. Hellfish just constantly on point. Huge scores from them. From the Core side, look at this: Par with 1K, Chucky with 600, 1K for Zoom here in this squad. Just absolutely dominating scores here from Core. And what a game we witnessed today, guys. Wow. Core takes the HPL championship with a 5-0 over BST-2501ES in very convincing fashion here, it has to be said. Taking the game. I mean, what else can you say about that one? They absolutely dominated. You know, they did exactly what they have to. They lost both their 76s, but were still able to fight back into this game. We're still able. I mean, it blows my mind, the ability for Core and how they were to be able to get back into this one. We're going to actually go straight over to the other semifinal here right now. Since it is just about 3, we should be able to get in right as it's starting here and watch the 5 versus TL. We'll have to change the scoreboard really quickly here. But what a game there. Core taking the HPL championship in a very convincing fashion here, 5-0. What do you guys think about that game? What a team effort there from Core. They lost their Gary, but they outpost spawns were so strong. The kill, the FUS gameplay was so strong. I bet Hellfish and them boys were really frustrated. I mean, they got both 76s on the backside. They started cap progress. There was no follow-up or respawns, though. The defense just couldn't get Core off their back point, no matter what they did. And I wonder if we would have got a cap race or something and seen some rotations, maybe an airhead in to the point on aid station, if BST2 maybe would have been able to relieve some pressure from their front point. You know, as they're taking the point, Core would have to respawn more bodies to take it back. Unfortunately, though, the attacking squads they didn't branch out enough. They didn't find the second garrison that Core had on the point, right? So Core was just able to respawn their bodies, able to get back on point, able to take and kill the attacking squad off their defensive point, and really just set themselves up to win that game. Once that attacking squad was done and there was no more cap progress going on, it was essentially over there. You could see the bombing run. What about that bombing run? What happened with that? I'm very, very confused as to what happened with that bombing run. Because we all saw that. We saw it come in. So the Core bombing run comes in, kills a bunch of people off the front line. The retaliatory bombing run here from BST-2501ES completely misses everyone on point. it doesn't go straight across point like I'd expect it to. Really quickly, just gonna check here. I think we're gonna go on the team of TL here for this one. Yeah, because they're playing Axis. So we're getting into this one right away. Apparently TL is looking to take this one 3-2 off the start, guys. Just getting right into game here. Excuse me 1 second. We'll be right back with this game. So it's gonna be TL versus the 5 for the 3rd place. All right, guys, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Oh, that's not 5-0. That's not right. 2-2. There we go. HPL 3rd place match here. Now 3-2 here for the 5 as we get into the game, I believe. No, sorry. 3-2 for TL. Sorry about that. Taking Southern Edge here. In the first point. Just the game just starting as we finish the winning game here. All right, so straight off the bat here, the 5 are on the back foot here from TL. Now, if we took a look at the map here, we can see TL's already pushing with light tanks and Recon on the backside. Bamboozler, use the Piat. Love that name, by the way. Mr. Do on the backside here. Not from Recon. Interestingly enough, maybe he lost his vehicle there and he's just staying around to get some more kills. Chemist Ben, Coyote Rogue also pushing to Bizoy Foy Road. You can see killers here on the front line for the 5. Southern Edge is a hard point. It's going to be up to the tanks to see who wins this one. Not a lot of action so far. Let's go on board with Koos here as he tries to desperately get to point. I mean, he's just one man. He's going to get tapped out, though. Kind of a lull in the action here after the initial flurry from both teams. We do have a tiger on the right side here facing backwards. What's he looking at right now? Colito, Lazy H up in the mix, and Grecker. Wonder what they're looking at. Just scanning to see if there's any allied tanks on the horizon. Nothing so far. TL also making a big push onto the flanks here of Foy Road. First defensive line spotted out here from the 5. ARC arc. You can see, oh, Gary's in a really bad spot in the open there. Bad spot in the open if you're defending against the TL boys. Good spot if you're trying not to get shot by a tank, though. It has to be said. That was proved a little deadly here for him, for the 5. Now they're going to be trying to defend this garrison no matter what. As the Gary goes down, nice shot from the tank, getting the splash damage off of the tree. TL trying to avenge their loss. Last week against BST 2501. You can see Gary goes down on the flank defense here, and it's going to be hard for the 5 to defend their point here if they keep losing ground on the flanks. Now still not danger too dangerous here. I mean, you can see Missouri Foy Road still a ways away, a couple hundred meters at least. But definitely one of the first hurdles the TL needs to do is get that position. Coltrane's going to be dropping an OP, possibly a garrison there too. And the 5 need to push and take this back. Coltrane taking his time. No rush on this one. Getting set up with positions is very advantageous here. It's Foy after all. There's so much open space. Now, what was that dropping here beside there? Just supplies? Okay. Coltrane unfortunately gets absolutely decimated by Artie. OP's up though. So he should be able to get a Gary off this though. If artillery keeps dropping, it's gonna be kind of hard. Oh yeah, let's get in close here and see if they can get this Gary up. Now, unfortunately, the fire just keeps coming down here. Chicken, Daniel, both trying to stay alive for as long as they can so that Coltrane can get this Gary up. It's gonna be hard though with the amount of machine gun fire and artillery that's coming down on these guys right now. See supplies dropping there. Already 50, 100. That's enough for a little bit of protection and a Gary to go up. Deadly artillery here. Chicken Waffles and Sarge trying to fight through this one. Just not quite able right now. Oh, direct Artie strike. Oh my gosh, Artie is just raining down here. Looks like the outpost is finally down. The supplies are there, but nobody's really going for a Gary here yet. Coltrane pulls back a little bit, pull his outpost out of the line of fire here, but it is still, there is a bunch of guns facing that way. Coltrane getting smoked as soon as he stands up. Let's see what's going on the other sides of the map here. Falco trying to get a garrison down. Now this is a good spot for the Gary right here in this town. So few spots to control the map, and actually look at this push here from the 5 on the northwest side. Woo. 5 making plays, trying to get around and get some back control onto the game of TL, onto the team of TL. Now this push not going as well as the 5 had hoped. You can see Inferno, Derek, Raycast holding down the fort right here. Let's go on board with Inferno. Unfortunately for Inferno here, oh, or fortunately enough, grenade comes in. Oh, potato masher grenade. Don't know if it's going to quite land. Inferno dishing himself some potato mashers out. Just some smoke for now though. Really good job repelling that push. Contempt joining in the party too. Respawns come in here from Talons, Chang, and another member of ARC. Very contrast game to the one we just saw where Core wins 5-0 to take the championship. This is for the 3rd place game here. TL so far doing a good job controlling the map, controlling the midpoint, not allowing this flank to really work out here. The 5 just not able to crack the defenses here. Inferno doing a good job, getting a bunch of kills. How many kills is he at now? Crazy. Raycast also helping out. The former, oh, well, he died. The former Hell Let Loose Tango man from South America. Joining TL after Hell Let Loose Tangle folded. Now, I believe Falco has this Gary up. But it's just so hard. You don't have any Artie, you don't have any smoke. And without Artie or smoke on Foy, you're not going to have a great chance of pushing the next point. Now you can see Commander artillery markers down here for TL. Trying to put some rounds down range here to stop Falco. Get onto on point. Falco trying hard. Let's take a look at the map here to see the tanks up. Now TL has 1 Tiger up. There is another tank from from the 5 mark behind us, and this Tiger is going to be rotating to deal with this tank right now. 76 versus Tiger coming up here. You can see Stevens on the roof like usual, shooting people in the open. Where is this Tiger? Tiger going to be rotating, trying to deal with this 76 here. All right, Tiger's on the main road, so a little bit to the right there. Now the 76 needs to get into some cover here before this engagement, otherwise it's going to be a quick 2-tap for this Tiger. Definitely needed here from the 5 though. They need to incorporate their tank gameplay, make the infantry run and hide. Let your own infantry get into the fight. Now where is the Tiger? It's on the prowl somewhere back there. I'm checking the map and look for him. He's going to be on the other side of the house. There's going to be a house. Yeah, there he is right there. Just out of the view right now. Finally, though, with the help of this 76 pushing up, Flacco going to try to make a play here, kill the rest. Yes, he does. Flacco gets 2 kills onto the TL defenders, and just like that gets an OP up in a really tough spot. Now, where is the Tigers' response here? Machine guns are blaring right now. Tigers still camping there. Bossman, Atrocity, Mr. Do, content to sit back right now and let this Sherman have its way here on point. Rockets coming in doing some damage here to the 76. Where is the follow-on forces here, though, from the 5? I don't see them. 5 really need to take advantage of this tank advantage right now and push some infantry up onto point. Still just camping there. You can see the tank from TL. For some reason, not really, it's playing really safe, really. That's what it is, playing safe. You can see them now peeking a little bit out, maybe trying to get a front shot onto this 76. Can't see the marker out for it yet, though. No marker coming out yet. Tons already dropping. Finally getting some supplies here. It's actually an airhead. Ooh, airhead play incoming here now. This TL Tiger needs to wake up and smell the coffee. Really needs to deal with this 76 threat. If this airhead can get a bunch of spawns on it, it's going to be really rough here. Flacco getting 1 kill here. Disease Unknown making it to the wall. Might just make it by. No, he doesn't. Bombing run comes in though. And that's going to wipe everybody out. Really necessary for that bombing run here. And all that work is undone. Falco does make it into the trench. Can he get a OP up though? Big play here if he can get an OP up. Yes, he's going to go for it. Can't quite get one up yet. Drops 1 kill there. Gino's the only one left on point here. Cap progress has started for the 5, and Falco on his own almost. Gets 2 kills. Falco, double kill on point here. Now, can he get his OP up? It's going to be so crucial. Kills Hobbs too. 3 kills here for Falco. Needs to get an OP up and needs to keep killing these players. There's the OP on point. Falco with a play. Now, what is the situation here of the tanks? Where did the Sherman go? Sherman's still marked there. He's not there anymore though. He's moved. Now Falco finally does drop. OP gets crushed. Insane Bunny does crush the OP in the end here. Whew. A little bit of scary time there if I am TL. really close onto that one. Bombing run really saves them at the end there, stopping the 5 from taking the point. However, on top of that, you can see finally Perde, Mataj, Kus also pushing in, able to push through that front line. Raycast trying to do the best he can to defend, but ultimately it's not enough right here. Inferno also dropping, giving the 5 a little bit of a flank advantage here to come around the backside of point. Nice play from the 5 here. Let's see if they can keep it up now. We'll rotate back to the tank to see if this 76, well, where's the 76? There he is. Marked accurately. Where is the TL tank? On the main road. Ooh, okay. And down goes the 76. Unfortunate there for the 5, losing their tank in the open. No real cover beside him. He should have been rotating towards another source of cover if he was rotating at all. That's not the case though. Ren is very close here. Could potentially try to put down another Gary, but he's gonna have to watch out. Going in the open like this, he's just gonna get clapped. And he does. Hobbs, easy clap there for the TL team. Now, this is worrying though. The not the cap progress, sorry, the flanking progress on the western side here that the 5 has been able to make. If they can keep this up and get behind TL here, they'll be able to successfully cut TL off from the point. And that's probably what the plan is right now. Two-pronged attack. You know, TL chose the bombing run to defend against the forward push. Now the 5 is making some progress here on the flank. Slowly but surely is the motto of the 5 right now as they try to make this flank to the west work. Raycast, Emanation, Contempt, Bunny, Monk trying all to stop them. Insane artillery on both sides though. Damn, brutal artillery. One squad falls there. Artillery from TL dropping on the other side here, just devastating both sides of infantry. So slow and steady wins the race. Definitely seems to be the modus operandi for the 5 here. I do like Emanation, Raycast, their wide defense here. Contempt also. Inferno spawning back in to join the party. Very effective. Wide defense, 20-30 meters between you. You see bodies, you drop them. I'm a little concerned though. Raycast is in the open there in the field. He's going to want to get behind some cover to maximize that position, because he might get one kill here, but he'll get dropped fairly quickly. Or not. Raycast going off here, a little triple kill to start the day. Oh, but he does. Commentator's curse. He gets domed as soon as I said that. Right, it seems like as I said that he was doing well, he gets domed. J-Bork gonna join the mix here, see if he can do something to defend. Artie has also repositioned here from TL to engage this flank. Let's go back to the point here. Falco trying hard to get back to the previous position. However, without tank support on Foy, it is almost impossible. See, also an AT gun was put up and promptly destroyed too. Now as we zoom out over the defensive point, second 76 is going to be coming up 3-man. That's what I like to see. What is TL doing on the back line? Well, for one, they're destroying trucks coming straight down the road. Oof. That one hurt a little bit. No recon on the backside whatsoever. Odie Panda, Musinin, and Grimaldum just going off. 3-man for 3 Artie pieces here. I don't see any TL whatsoever trying to deal with that. Another 76 coming up, so 2 76 is going to be crewed here for the 5. Defense seems to be pretty strong here as we rotate around the back side of the map. TL had really had to throw a lot into the defense. Use the Piet though, going for a long flank here. Ooh, I wonder if Helgrim spots him out. I think he just does. Yep. And all that work just to get domed. Use the Piet. Unfortunately, can't make his little flank stick. And I see the line developing here for the 5. Good job. Good defensive line. They managed to push TL out of those dangerous positions. Another tank also advancing here. One tank on point there, you can see. Second tank here on the northeast side. Lazy H, Kalido, and Grecker pushing up to a position that they've been before. You can see dead tank and dead pack gun here. I wonder when those 276s will come into play and maybe try to put an end to this Tiger's little flank. I mean, with the dead hull there, it does create a nice little piece of cover for you, has to be said. This tank will be getting spotted out soon, though. Ooh, shots coming in from the 76. Unfortunately, impacting the hay bale here. Just not able. I wonder if they'll be able to snipe the Coppola here from the Tiger. That's my guess. They might be going for that shot. There we go. Finally spotting out that 76. Kraken Citrus and Reed S57. Oh, there's a shot. 2 shots in. Both 76s are engaging, and the Tiger is in trouble right here. If I'm doing exactly what we said they should, and engage together in a wolf pack, and it looks like they've found this Tiger out in the open. It's only a matter of time. Oh my god! Commander comes out the top edge at the wrong time and gets obliterated. So much fire coming into the point here. Where is the other Tiger? The other Tiger needs to rotate fast to try and help out this tank. Otherwise, he is going to be stuck here. Ricochet's coming. Rocket's coming. And it is a matter of time here. This Tiger. Oh, there we go. Godfrey gonna get... Did he just kill himself with the rocket? Oh no, Godfrey, why? Gets a little excited there and blows his load a little bit early, killing himself with the rocket there. Look at all these ricochets. I must feel horrible right now to be in this tank. You're one man, Lazy H, all alone, can't pick out any targets, and he is stuck here. You cannot move forward, you cannot move back, or he will get smoked, and there it is. Down goes the tank. 76 is hunting in a pack, and that's exactly what the 5 need to do here if they want to take this game. I believe it was Rafal, Middle Coop, and NLGB with the kill. Second 76 from Reed, S57 Citrus, and Kraken contributing a little bit too. Now, what can the 5 do off of this kill here? They have tank advantage. Can they use infantry and smash through the mid? I think they should rotate both these 76s and just try to smash the other TL tank that's on the mid there. No way he'll be able to face 2 76s at the same time. You can see it already. Push coming from the 5. However, in the open like that, going to be very, very difficult. Now, there is an AT gun here. Is there? Yes, there is. So a pack gun built behind a destroyed Logi with Unique and Daniel. Now, I heard TL dropped one of their tanks, so it's a little disheartening to see Unique not in, what? Not in a tank. He's in an AT gun. That should have killed everybody around them. That's a bug. Okay, so Daniel and Unique are kind of like, what? We're alive? All right, well, okay then. So one of the AT guns goes down here. Big push from the 76 is off the front now. I'm a little concerned that the second 76 is lagging behind the first one. However, right now, you can see that Tiger is just perfectly positioned behind the building here. 76 won't have a peek on him just yet. Second 76 needs to get up with the plan here because this is going to be a huge push. Finally, okay, engaging onto the Tiger. First shot comes in. Tiger's taking some damage here. I think it might have been possibly from an AT gun on the back. Maybe that second 76. Definitely not from the 2 76s on the left side. There's something else shooting at this Tiger right now. It's going to be from the right side. There's so many things shooting at this Tiger, and it's not the 76s. What was that? It was an AT gun. Hello. From the party. Welcome to the party here. Rafistole, Takunga. They all die. It doesn't matter. The Tiger goes down on point without getting any shots yet. 2 AT guns. Wow. The 5 coming to play, using the AT gun strats to take out the Tiger before their 76s are even in harm's way. And the 5 are already taking cap progress right now onto this midpoint. Wow, crazy play here from the 5. Let's see if they can make it stick this time. They're in a lot better position. They've taken out both TL Tigers and are now making cap progress. Smoke helping Crazy Rammer advance in the front here. Kraken, Citrus, and Reed S57 all the way on point. And I think it's only a matter of time here before the 5 take back this midpoint and reclaim the match in their favor, 3-2. And let's see if they can use this tank advantage here while it's still up to push those 76s across the map. Maybe get some AT guns to defend the mid and use both those offensive, both those tanks offensively. You can see Mr. Do and Bossman out of the tank. I'm probably going to be building up an AT gun here to try to do something about these 76s, but we're already at 50% cap progress and growing here for the 5. Wow. Tank gameplay on Foy deciding a point? No. Who would have thunk that? I bet TL is going to be building a shit ton of AT guns though. You can see Atrocity Bossman. The first pack gun's going to be going up to the northeast to challenge and potentially take out one of the first 76s. I think already there might be an AT gun up. Yeah, there is. So Lucky's got one up already. Now the Sherman has rotated and does have eyes on. Boom. Down goes the AT gun. Second AT gun can be on the left side here going up. Sherman doesn't notice it. I bet there's gonna be one shot at least that goes into the side of the 76 here. 80, 90% cap progress coming. Uh-oh. 76 doesn't see the fire. And first 76 goes down there. Damn. Unlucky here from the 76. Puts himself in the open and is able to be taken out. However, while that was happening, it is now 3-2 for the opposite team here. Good job, the 5 coming back onto this midpoint, taking the match 3-2. And now it is up to the line. What can they do to get back into this game? First of all, they need to use these AT guns well to try and kill the rest of the armor and negate that armor advantage for the 5. Bossman Atrocity on the backside. Going to be peeking a second tank here. See if they can see it. Rafal, Middle Cop, and NLGB still alive. Unfortunately, AT Gun's taking some shots right now. Loader is dead. All that's left is Bossman, and he's dead too. Boom. AT Gun decrewed. And the threat for now is lifted. Big thing here for the 5 is how can they push out of the middle spawn or the middle point here and get on into the town of Foy. That's going to be a big thing here. How can they get into the town of Foy? How can they start to exert their influence a little more in a little safer manner? Because yes, they do have the midpoint, but now what are they going to do to attack? Well, we can rotate and see Cobrew Factory. We already have Recon up. Anthrax and Maelstrom going for a wide flank. It looks like Anthrax might be rotating towards Artie, possibly. Chain Flame there, Magic, Jawkick, Zaphoid, and Griffin there on Artie. So 3+1, 1 defender, and 3 Artie men. Kind of would wish Anthrax gets an OP up and then rotates onto Cobrew and tries to maybe do something there. Maybe see like a I don't know, an airhead, because there's nobody really on defense right now for TL. Anthrax is poised, or was fairly poised to get a good Gary up or something, you know. Not gonna be the case though. He's going straight for Artie. Gonna be an easy kill there for Shame Flame. No trouble whatsoever in the open of a field like that. You're gonna get picked off very easily. Rotating back to the point here. The 5 still have not been able to push off that midpoint successfully. Nor have they been able to, on the west side, take an advantage. Now, the tank vantage, I'm a little disappointed. I would have hoped they'd used their 75 and 76s, sorry, 76s a little better, because they could have carried a really nice tank advantage to attack the next point. You can even get like a Puma with a couple squad leads in it to roll around on the west side of point, west side of the map there. Would be nice. This is for the 3rd place of the HPL. Core beating VST2 501ES 5-0 to claim that top spot for themselves. Now it's all about the 3rd place matchup here. Does it go to HPL from NA or the 5 from EU, from France to be specific? Silly Little making some progress here. Unfortunately, he gets one tapped. Might have been able to get an OP up if he had stayed on his side of the map. Fight really, in most part, rotating to the west side here. Not really anybody. Swedish Ninja kind of alone on the east side. Raycast still standing strong. You can see Tiger 1 is being ordered. Finally, TL getting enough fuel here to get that tank back up. Effective defense from TL, not allowing the 5 to push any further than this little hamlet, but this side control on point is very strong here. You won't be able to get around point, use the hedgerows to get behind the point here on Southern Edge. So I think the 5 will be comfortable with the defense here. Now, if they want to attack, they're going to have to do something a little different. As you can see, Disease Unknown, ooh, gets dropped right there. No OP for him. I wonder if there's anything going on the backside here. No, not really. Ryan's just chilling on the flank here. Seekstrom's the closest SL. I don't know if he's been able to spot out Ryan yet, though. If he has, that would be huge. Ryan, though, if Ryan can get Seekstrom here, he's gonna get shot in the middle of the field. Watch. Ryan's just gonna light Seekstrom up as soon as he pushes out into this field here. Or not. Ubernab's gonna go first. Respawns here onto this Gary in the open. Use the Piat. Gonna get dropped by Seekstrom. Sorry, Ubernab. Ooh, can he see Ryan? I don't think he can. Ryan's just waiting for his perfect spot. Doesn't hit the first volley of his MG42. Oh, no. Now, Ubernab has a decision to make here. Does he put up a smoke and push one side and try to get a kill here? Ryan's going to look at redeploy because he knows that there's going to be some incoming fire. There is an AT boy on the left somewhere. No, it looks like he's died already. Okay. There's the truck in the background. Can Ryan hit the truck? Oh, it's going to be so close here. No. Ubernab now needs to suppress this MG so he can't get the kill. Ubernab needs to get up and suppress. No, Ryan's reloading. The truck gets through. Ryan, no. Needs to redeploy and try desperately to hit this truck, but it's going to be so hard now. Lots of foliage in the way. Can he get the kill? Oh, yes, maybe. Seekstrom has to get out to patch. Crazy turn of events. Oh, the truck does go down in the end. I believe the Tiger was able to rotate and find this. Yeah, the Tiger's on station, saving Ryan there, bailing him out. OP does go up. The Tiger's going to be coming to investigate, though. Seekstrom needs to have some AT rotate ASAP if he wants to have any hope of staying alive here. Wait, where did that Tiger go? Oh, it's to the right here. Okay. So Seekstrom does stay alive for now. Unfortunately, the truck goes down. Defensive Gary in the open, though, is going to be challenged by Uber. Uber probably going to get obliterated here by this Tiger. And you can see Kalido's Tiger. 2 Tigers now up again, finally for TL. They're going to be able to exert some pressure on the mid and look for them to kind of attack the mid here. Ubernap's got to watch out. There is a Tiger. I wonder if they think he's one of their guys. Oh no, they can't shoot him now. They're going to kill their own Gary as they miss and the Gary goes down anyways. Can Ubernab get the supplies too? Only 50, still going to count. Yes, he can. Supplies Gary go down. Mistake there from the TL tank. I wonder if Mr. Do just thought it was one of their friendlies, so they didn't shoot him. But I mean, he was running in front of the machine guns for a good 10-15 seconds there. 2 Tigers on the field to play on the south side here. Crazy Rammer with the AT is gonna get taken out. No chance. No chance. Yeah, he gets decimated right there. We'll see if the AT from the 5 though can make something happen versus these Tigers. That would be a big play, huge play, or maybe some rotations and some AT guns again up. Put 2 AT guns up like they did last time. Looks like they might have already. Shot coming in here to one of the 76s, or one of the Tigers, sorry. AT gun, second shot into the Tiger. Tiger has nowhere to go here. He has no clue where this is coming from. Third shot gonna come in and take out the first Tiger. Second Tiger now has to rotate. Big threat here from the AT gun. Really nice job there to Chang and Prade on the AT gun, able to take out one of the Tigers with no threats really at all being done. No damage being done by these Tigers yet. AT guns putting in work here for the 5. That's the 3rd AT gun we've saw do some real damage onto a German Tiger. Now Perday's gonna eat one to the face here if he's not careful. Or maybe he's just using the no, Perday, watch out. Oh, watch out, Perday. Put some smoke up, buddy. You don't want to eat one of those rounds to the face. Slevin also. I wonder if they're gonna, oh my god. Perday goes flying. Bossman and Atrocity are like, we're not dealing with this right now. Screw this. Looks like there's also maybe some AT on the backside. Yep, Crazy Rammer gets machine gun down for the 2nd time there. I wonder if Slevin can pull out his pistol and make it look like he's a satchel boy and just go behind the tank, essentially. Run around behind the tank. Try and bait out like a jump out. That would be interesting to see. Let's rotate though back to the middle of the fight. TL making a little bit of progress here. Silly little getting position possibly for an OP in that broken house. There is a 76 though on the other side of the wall here that's gonna have something to say about that. Oh, sorry, just a 75. Not enough fuel for those expensive 76s from the 5 here. No real challenge posed though. If we zoom out, you can see on the backside, no real challenge posed by TL just yet. They're gonna need to get back into this one. Let's see, the west side. Ooh, they're making some progress on the west side. So look in a few minutes here if TL's able to out-rotate and kill Mataj and kill this other tank here. Both 75s, no 76s yet out for the 5. But TL's making good progress here on the west side. Look for this to be a springboard on their attack back to Southern Edge. Now, if we rotate over to Cobru, where's that second Tiger? There he is. So Tiger's here, still holding down the fort on the flank. You got Chang and Perday back on that AT gun now. If this Tiger goes to the left of this house, he's going to get smoked. He's got to be really, really careful now. QQ from Arc. Looks like he was trying to set up another AT gun also. That being destroyed. Oh, but shots coming in already towards this Tiger. From where? From the AT gun to Chang and Perday. Oh, just hitting trees and stuff. Unable to really make it work too well. Neither side can really see the other. So many trees in between it. It's so hard to pick it out. I wonder if, well, they're down now. I wonder if they should have waited there. Waited for like a bait to wait for this Tiger to push. They think there's a light vehicle there. They don't know it's an AT gun, so that's interesting there. Maybe a recon vehicle they're thinking that's over there right now. Not the case. Ghost are going to be setting up a new Gary on this flank though. So the initial attack not working out too well for the 5. You can see Arc Kel there pushing in with AT, trying to do something on the backside. Unfortunately, no squad lead able to penetrate. And Kel is marked out, so he's going to be having a hard time. I think there's also a Lux here on the backside. The 5 running out of fuel pretty fast there, losing a lot of tanks. Going to be relying on lesser and lesser pieces of armor. I think it's smart to bring out Tigers though. The Panzer IVs are just so weak. It's kind of a waste of fuel. Unless they're really used properly, really hauled down. Now, ooh, one of the crew. No, that wasn't a crew. Someone else dying there. See if the 5 decide to rotate their 2 tanks up to join this attack, or keep them here on the defensive. Now you can see 175 there. Where is the other? Maybe the other got taken out. Good recovery there from the 5. You can see they've taken back the northwest side. This second 75, yeah, it looks like he just got taken out. Trading tanks there. Not too sure why that tank was out in the open there. I think Godfrey has an AT gun here or something. No, that is the 5 Godfrey. There must be an AT gun somewhere. Maybe Hobbs, Coltrane, Unique. Not seeing that pack gun right yet. Do like the progress the 5 have made here though to Chang, Sam, Helgrim, all making it into Foy. Now, TL will be in trouble if the 5 can push TL out of Foy. If those attacking squads can get into Foy and push TL out, really limit TL just to the back of Foy and their defensive point, that'll be when there's a big issue here for TL. If we rotate over, oh, finally looks like that Tiger was taken out. Was there an actual rotation of a tank here? Or did the 5 just build another AT gun? Well, the first AT gun's down. All right, there's something going on here. Either AT Kel had the best shot of his life, or one of these Shermans rotated in the field here. Yeah, we can see one Sherman, probably this one right here, did rotate. Takugawa, Captain Polu, and Rafi stole. There also is this AT gun from Seekstrom and Slevin 45. Actually, I'm going to say that Slevin 45 would have taken this out, because that AT gun was there and that Sherman just rotated. So good play there from Slevin 45. Pejaman also making it very close here to the defensive Gary. He's going to be in a 1v1 really soon, able to easily kill Coin there. Now, I don't know if he has a clean look onto this Gary. If he's going to go for an AT. Yeah, maybe. No, push it. Maybe go for a satchel. Firstly, probably take out these supplies here. (3-2) the game stays. Remember, this is not a league match. If the 5 win... Oh, Pejaman kills 2 on the respawn. Nice, nice. Nasty play there. If the 5 win this one, they take their place. They don't need to push for the 4-1. Right? They can just hold for the 3-2 there, and they still are good to go. Pejaman, nice double kill there. Takes the the Garrison down with him. The 5 looking very strong here in this game. Now, Inferno has made it through. I wonder if he can sneaky break his way to an OP there. Possibly giving some respawns behind the line of the 5. That would be a nice play. He needs to be patient, though. He needs to be really patient in the middle there. Daniel also going for a sneaky breaky flank onto the east side. The recon, where is the recon gang? Gang, recon gang. From the 5, well, they're not really anywhere right now. I don't even see recon gang. Are they loaded up? Chlevchak and Chemist Ben in the recon vehicle. Where's recon gang here? Are they defending? Gang, recon gang. Where are they? I don't see any recon out. There is a Tiger though. Sorry, a P4 in the middle of the mix here. Where is that P4 at? He's right in the middle of the town, actually. Right over in the middle. Okay. P4 making his way downtown. Yeah, no fuel here for TL. Having to go with the P4. Driving by the older brother of the Panther, hopefully. I know German tankers are especially hoping that Panther comes back into play soon. Germany's definitely missing their Panther tanks, that's for sure. The P4 hull gets one tapped by 76. It's just crazy right now. Recon is a story of this game here for TL. The recon is just MIA. Not anywhere on the map, not impacting artillery at all. I wonder if they just got shut down and they've rotated back into defensive roles in squads, possibly. As Crazy Rammer tries to beeline it here for this P4. Let's go on board, it's crazy. Is he gonna run for it? Oh, oh, had an opportunity there, gets taken out. P4 makes it out scot-free for now. Gonna be joining his bigger brother here, Tiger from Mr. D, Bossman and Atrocity. Able to make it onto point. So Tiger plus P4 defending. Wonder when those 76s will come back out for the Allies. TL is getting pushed out of the town. Well, no, they're doing a good job. I mean, Inferno stayed in the mix, got his OP up. And it's now more or less a 50-50 fight. I mean, the ARC squads have been on that southwest side, it seems like, for an hour so far. Only 30 minutes to go in the match here. And they are right up in the mix of Foy. Tank also spotted out here. 75. Helping that infantry push. I wonder where that Tiger and P4 are. Wonder if they can help TL here. Satchel is actually down on the tank. Nobody knows. Uh-oh. Talon, don't stand there, buddy. You're gonna get killed. Tank is gonna be going down here to a Satchel. Boom, and that is just a misplay for the commander. What a misplay there. Not recognizing the threat, not looking for those Satchel boys. And 75 gets taken out needlessly there. That is a blow to the armor here. And I wonder if TL will take advantage of that to use their armor and try and force the issue on the midpoint. Only 30 minutes to go, so they're going to have to do it soon. Well, essentially 30 minutes. I know it says 32, but 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes to cap, so there you have it. Big respawns in the field there for TL. They got to commit some more bodies, though, to the middle of Foy, because you know what? The 5 can just push straight to the next point, essentially, almost, from Foy through the city here. Kill squad coming out from TL. Clowns drops 1. Looking to pick up some more kills here. Hobbs dispatches him in quick succession. RQQ also meeting the end of the STG from Hobbs. Hobbs tossing a potato masher out to try his luck. Unfortunately picks the wrong time and Seekstrom takes him out. Nice little firefight here in the town of Foy. Ooh, Taco-tastic. Clapping Seekstrom as he comes over the wall. Taco's going to be posting up in that window for a little bit, see if he can't get a good peek off onto the members of ARC from the 5. And it is not Taco Tuesday. Unfortunately for Taco-tastic, getting taken out. A little bit greedy with that positioning there. Trying to get too good of an angle, really exposing most of his body. Silly Little cleans up though and gets revenge for him. This ongoing fight here in Foy, just kills traded back and forth. Really, TL needs to rotate some bodies in here. They got Coltrane, they got Sarge, they got Emanation. So like Unique also falling back. Hobbs in the mix too. Should be enough right now, about equal footing for both teams. However, got to be careful. If the 5 get a nice rotation and clean up without losing too many bodies, they could be putting a lot of pressure onto this 4th point here for TL. And that would almost all but put this game in the bag here for the 5. Coltrane with an important kill there. 7 also getting an important kill onto Unique. Ubernab trying to get position here in the broken house, which would give a really nice vantage down the rest of the street to Foy. Sibs and Pepper reinforcing needed here for TL. Emanation also reinforcing from the backside. TL need these reinforcements here to hold the 5 where they're at. Unfortunately, Emanation getting dropped there by Clowns. Trading the kill back to Sibs. Really a back and forth fight here in the town of Foy. While we were highlighting this fight, you can see at the west side, north of the screen, sorry, top of the screen, Mataj, Vihat, and Chachang have pushed the open field Gary down and are now making their way through the field. So multiple avenues of pressure coming out here from the 5 onto TL. You can see cap progress just starting also. Wonder what the commander here of TL is thinking, where he's looking. Like he's not really putting too much pressure on the backside. You can see the wide defense really working out here for the 5. TL kind of stuck on the side. Coyote Rogue maybe has a chance by. He might get spotted out, but he's still about 5 minutes away from doing anything on the backside. As we rotate over the back line of the 5 here, nobody here on this side of the map, on the west side of the map for TL at all. They've been cleaned off. Airhead dropping. Ren dropping an airhead here. This airhead is interestingly positioned in the open. I wonder if it's going to land right there. Onto that. Ryan is right below it. Ren should have a shot on Ryan here. Ren. Ryan's going to be taking out the supplies for the Gary. Ren does not have a shot onto Ryan, though. Ren needs to take this shot right now. Ren, not in a position. Shoot. Ren, what are you doing? Oh, no. Ren's going to lose his airhead also and just does not put himself in a good position to defend. His supplies or his airhead is not looking when it's needed, and Ryan takes them both out for free, essentially. Wow. Ryan with a nice play there, defending the point, possibly avoiding a huge situation here, though. Disease and Anointing Coin are both there, though. So I don't think it was in that much trouble on the backside, but still. As you can see here, rotations coming in from the 5, slowly trying to push and clear out the city. TL for now is holding. For now, but you can see how much progress the 5 have made. Pop getting a crucial kill there. The last one alive in the string of houses. But if Kel and Crazy Rammer can take Pop out here, it's just, you know, it's slowly pushing through the map, clearing TL out of Foy. And once TL are cleared completely out of Foy, I think it might be a big issue here for TL to defend Cold Brew Factory. Now, 25 minutes to go in the game. The longer TL is on the defensive and not attacking themselves, the harder it's going to be for one of those last-ditch attempts to work. The 5 is just doing so well with their pressure right now. I do like what Contempt and Raycast are doing, though. They've gotten behind to Chang, have cleared the forces of the 5 out of the field there. Ren has redeployed, so he should have a peek on this. But, you know, if Contempt, Inferno, and Raycast can flank this and collapse behind the 5, well, they can't, because Ren's going to actually land some of his shots now. That would be bad news for the 5. You know, if they can collapse on this push and kill the majority of 5 out of Foy, that would be huge. Kel and Helgrim both get good respawns here. Mataj and Talon also getting a couple kills down here on TL. And the 5 looking to put TL to bed here by pressuring Foy and making TL go on the defensive for the rest of this match. Hobbs coming up big though with a kill necessary here. He needs to clear out this OP on this side. Hobbs needs to clear out this OP. Hobbs not going the right way for that. Pepper the last one alive though. B-Hat or Blee-Hat. Blee-Hat. Oh, Pepper has no clue about Blee-Hat back on the garrison. Oh no. Misses completely where the pressure's coming from. Runs out in the open, gets shot in the back here. Blee-Hat takes out the Gary on this side, and all of a sudden, the 5 are poised here. I mean, Pop is the last one alive. The 5 are poised here to pressure onto Code Brew Factory, and I don't know if there's anything the TL can do about it. Really nice plays here. The tanks of TL left alive. See if we can find out where they're at. Recon tank actually just going down. Yeah, the Tiger, not even the Tiger anymore, just a P4 and a Lux up. Where's the recon? Cody Rogue isn't even recon for TL. Finally, Bamboozler taking a medium tank to go harass possibly the Artie or just come around from the backside. Coyote Rogue makes his flank work a little bit here. Finally, TL are going to get some pressure. There's no recon for TL though. What is going on? They're not playing with any recon. The 5 have had their Odie Panda. Like, he's a great artillery man. They've just allowed him to be on artillery. I think the same thing can kind of be said here for the 5. Really not pressuring the backside of the Artie. Where's the Artie here? No, it should be where are we on the map? We're on the corner. What am I saying? Should be over here. There it is. Yeah, no pressure. Maelstrom actually is pressuring. And Hakul, Maelstrom, you hate Renee. So there is pressure here from the 5, but no from TL. I wonder if that's an executive decision from the commander that they're just not going to use recon. They need the bodies to fight. Kind of an odd decision though on an artillery heavy map like Foy. However, look at this Inferno putting his boys in a really, really good spot here. Now Slevin and Flak they've redeployed to deal with this. However, you can see the pressure on to the point of Cobru is getting close. Hobbs is still alive with QQ here. The 5 looking a little weak in bodies. Decent spacing though. If they can reinforce with another squad, they might be okay for this. You know, Slevin should have a good angle. Yeah, and he drops Inferno. Okay, that's good. Now this is the opportunity here that TL have to break out of this noose. If they can get that squad penetrated back into Foy and pressure the backside of this 5 push, they'll be in a good spot here. However, Talon, unfortunately, looks like he's going to be making it across the field. No. Finally, the Panzer IV opens up on the backside. Talon here is the next one going to be going very soon, I suspect. P4 should have a free kill right here. Talon, no, crushes the OP, drops Swedish Ninja. Oh, and just like that, a little bit more pressure is applied. Talon able to get the OP and the squad lead here. No OP left in this crucial spot for TL. Wow. There is a tank pulling up though. It is only a P4. Only a P4. Wonder if the AT is there. Crazy Rammer looks like he's getting set to rocket this TL tank. No, he trades with Pop there. The tank pulls out further, but on respawn, I don't know if that TL tank. Dark Ninja Tommy, not the best idea to be pushing into the town right there with no support. You're gonna get satcheled in like 10 seconds right now. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Kell's respawning, QQ's respawning. Satchel's already out here from QQ. Not able to put it on the tank though, crucially. Panzer IV is rushing through the town. Oh no, he's gonna get stuck. Yep, he gets stuck. Satchel's gonna come down. Oh no, a repeat again. Kel, why? Oh, killing his own boy there. Crazy Rammer with the rockets. 2 rockets in. 3rd rocket gonna be enough, and down goes the P4. What a bad decision here from the TL tank. They just drove straight into the town for no reason. They were like the last line of defense here on Cobrew. Why did they drive into the town like that? Oh, it just hurts. It hurts. They were there. There's no infantry to support you there. You just push right into the town and they go down. TL with a big respawn needs these bodies to stay alive right now. Get into that factory, get those OPs and Garys up. Insane Bunny vaults over Seekstrom, back to back, no idea about each other. We'll see. QQ is going to be able to drop him there. Just a weird kind of play overall. I wonder if there's any smoke available. Are they going to smoke this and then just try to like rush inside the factory and go for a bunch of knives? How crazy would that be? TL on the back foot here, waiting for artillery to clear out the point before pushing in. Airhead going down on the backside. Ooh, need to get some artillery and smoke though onto this. Stop arting the front. Use your arty on the backside. Clear off this airhead. Airhead drops. No, it's a defensive airhead. Okay, so a defensive airhead goes down here for TL. In a last-ditch hope to save Cobrew Factory. Kind of an odd decision there. Let's look back over to Southern Edge to see what kind of pressure's here. Raycast Contempt in a good spot. Looks like Coyote was taken out. They're really not able to do much with his flank. Teal coming from way too far away with these hopeful attacks. Always going to get killed in the open field there. And it's just a little late here for Jaybork. Now, the big thing is if Bossman and Atrocity can rotate against this 5 squad. If they can get in and rotate against the 5 squad, they can do some damage here. Kel getting flung there. Airhead is down. The 5 looking really, really thin in bodies right here. Not reinforcing the backside of this push with the bodies that they need. However, remember, they don't have to win this 4-1. They just need a 3-2. They don't need to take this one. The 5 overplay their hand right now. Looks like they're about to get pushed out of this situation here. Not able to make the plays that count at the right times. The TL airhead still up on the backside. Yeah, no airhead here for the 5. Was expecting to see a 5 airhead. Imagine a 5 airhead bombing run combo. Oof. On the backside, that would be nasty. Not what we got though. Atrocity, only one left alive from TL here in the town, and for now at least, the 5 do enough to defend. You know, Chicken dies in the open. TL has a good position here. Another tank coming up, possibly a 76 here. No, that's just gonna be a 75. Coyote Rogue has to go so far back. Finally, the TL team pick up, use the Piat with recon. Finally, they need to silence this arty. It is just doing work here, and we'll see this fight develop here. Let's go on board with use the Piat. What a good name. The Piat was not the best AT weapon in World War II. Oftentimes was very difficult and made a very frustrating weapon to use for British soldiers. Let's see how his namesake can do here on recon though. Going to be getting set up nicely. Has a sniper in support. Odie Panda off. Looks like shots already coming in on the backside here. It is going to be a 5v1. Lots of defenders here for the 5. Use the Piat's going to have a very hard time to try and deal with this. Grenades already coming out from Zero. Use the Piat needs to use his stealth and his skills. Unfortunately, gets dropped right away there. Bamboozler in supporting is not really in a position to support him right away. Yeah, 3-2 it stays. Rotating back to the fight here where it matters. on point. The 5 have again reclaimed their position. So that little attack to relieve pressure momentarily does. You can see Sarge so lucky and Mr. Do alive, but there's just no fuel for TL. Mr. Do is not in a tank right now. He's taking a squad leader role. There is a Tiger on the field here for TL. Oh, and a tank fight is brewing here. The Tiger knows about it. Let's see who will win this duel. Tiger, you're going to be peeking here. Sherman has a sight. No, Sherman doesn't have a sight yet. Tiger with the first shot off. Now the Sherman's in trouble. What a misplay here. Kind of reminiscent of the last shot of or the last play from the Panzer IV. One shot comes in here. I don't know if the Tiger can get a second shot through this kind of structure. No, he's gonna have to back up to try and get a shot. Misses the shot. The Tiger's getting engaged from the other side here. It is a sandwich onto this Tiger. And where's that shot coming in from? Right below the camera, and this Tiger is down. AT gun again working for the 5. Crazy Rammer, Ubernab contributing to take out the last Tiger. I think we're going to see on the battle here from TL. TL losing the tank fight to as much it is the AT guns as it is tanks. Honestly, it has to be said, they did lose that tank fight to the double 76 play, but I mean, the first Tiger dropped to 2 AT guns working in concert. They lost another Tiger to the AT gun on the south side, and now they lose another Tiger again to AT guns. The 5 loves their AT guns. They tried to use them versus Core, didn't work out so well. It is being a lot more efficient here versus the 5. Now, last stand, Coin, Swedish Ninja, Silly Little Inferno. Can they do it? They have to stand on their heads here. Silly Little Swedish Ninja, the last 2 alive here. Talon makes the penetration into the factory. Can he clear it out? Talon doesn't know about Swedish Ninja here, but is he going to get the OP? He gets 1 kill on the backside, crushes the OP, and Talon with the play to take out the OP on the backside. Even if he gets dropped now, I think it's hashtag worth. How have Silly Little and Swedish Ninja not seen Talon yet? This is insane. Chang is going to come to reinforce here. Swedish Ninja drops. Silly Little's the last one, and big redeploy comes here. 50% cap progress, and I think this is going to be it. The 5 are going to be looking to secure the 3rd place of the HPL season, shutting the NA out of the first 3 places. Wow. TL held up a good fight, however. Their tanks, the AT guns for the 5, just dominating this game, really are the X factor when it comes to armor right now. Just able to take out so many Tigers here. TL have no fuel. Honestly, the recon just was not there either for TL. The reconnaissance was not there. The airhead play on the end, going to reinforce the factory instead of using it to attack. I would have expected that airhead to be on the attack there. But instead, it's not. Hey, props to the 5. They're a very effective team. You know, the strategy for TL, a little odd there, just not using recon. I mean, the already on Foy is just so strong here for the 5. Last ditch chance, 4-1 it goes here. Can the 5 fight back into this one to maybe have a Hail Mary opportunity to get back into the game at the end here? I don't know. It's going to be hard. 4-1, very hard. They have to take 2 points back now just to have a chance to reclaim that 3rd place. And I don't think the 5 are going to be too keen on losing it. Now, that being said, anything can happen. I think there should be another airhead opportunity. They have to reclaim this point, though, and look at the armor rolling in concert here, straight up to the garrison of the 5. Going to make it even harder. Dark Ninja has to hit a satchel here or some rockets. Looks like he's going to have the rockets. He needs to make these shots count. Panzer Shrek is out. Dark Ninja is out. Now can he make these rockets stick? 1 rocket into the back of the 76. That's going to do some damage here. Tanks, a little mistake here from the 5, leaving their tanks alone. 2nd rocket in. Dark Ninja gets a full HE round to the chest. Now that's good. Good. Cosmos here needs to now make this satchel count and needs to destroy one of these tanks. Preferably the one that's not damaged, but he'll take anything at this point. AT guns, where are the AT guns here for the 5? They need to come up as soon as possible and do some work on these 76s. Crazy Rammer, though, challenging the backside here. Gonna be taking out the last few bodies there. And wow, J-Bork, Ghost or Stevens, look how far away TL is coming to Cobra. They're so far away here from the point. They're gonna have to cross a huge field. As we scroll out on this one, let's take a look at the map. Cobra approach underneath us right here. Playing it safe, you can see TL drawing their tanks back. They have, let's check the map again. They've got a P4, one-man P4 from Grecker. Nothing else on the field right now. So that's it, not a lot of fuel. You can see that one Gary all the way on the other side of the map of Cobra here. And effectively, 7 minutes to cap 2 points here for TL. This is a monumental battle. They're going to need to use that last airhead, possibly for Cobra. I don't think they have enough time yet to get both points. It looks like it's going to end 4-1 here for the 5. You know what, though? Props to both teams. The 5 doing really well here to come back into this game. Really earning that 3rd place spot. Kind of getting some clout back away, you know, after that loss to Core. It would take a miracle right now for TL to get back into this one. AT gun from Chang gonna be happy to just light up infantry right now. There are no tanks and no fuel. TL though is trying to make a game of it here. Momentary cap progress stopped. Not over until the fat lady sings, folks. TL still has, mathematically still has a chance, but they need 2 minutes to cap both. And there's 7 minutes left in the game, so that's 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, they will mathematically be not able to win this one. So the 3 minutes to go, essentially, TL needs to start cap progress very, very soon. Right away, essentially. Momentarily, they were inside the cap zone. Now the RD is doing well here. If they can get a creeping barrage or maybe an artillery strike leading straight to point and then push with their last tanks, they might be able to do it. But I mean, there's a 76 and an AT gun here for the 5. Like, that is so hard to push past. Taco Tastic needs to get on his high horse and take out to Chang. Maybe there'll be a chance. It was 6:46. The clock is ticking down here. This game going the distance, unlike the first game, which only lasted about 30 minutes there. Convincing win for Core, 5-0 to take the HPL championship. This, of course, is the 3rd place game here on Foy. Another open map with tanks. We'll talk about that. We're going to have a midweek show next week to commemorate not only BR1's 1st anniversary, but talk about the HPL and what a season it's been. Talk about the matches, go over them in depth. As you can see, just you feel for the guys like Raycast, Unique here, Tommy, just unable to push. There's already shelling them. There's infantry shooting them. There's, you know, there isn't any friendly tanks out to support them. You know, the 5 have just done such a good job with their tanks and their AT guns working together to just smash every single tank. You can see a 76 pulling up on the north side, and with 1 minute 30 to go, I think the 5 can breathe a sigh of relief here and pat themselves on the back. They have done such a good job this game. They were down 3-2, coming back into it. Smoke now coming here from the 5, maybe trying to sneak an airhead play. You see an airhead dropping it all? Not yet, no. Possibly sneaking an airhead onto the backside of Cobra. If they do that, they need to have like a recon vehicle full and going already to the midpoint. I mean, 58 seconds left to start capping, and they need to be solid on both points to cap both. Time is running out here for TL. They do put some smoke down, but the smoke really isn't helping the infantry whatsoever. Masterclass here by the 5. You know, really well played. Went to this wide angle to see if we'd see an airhead or something. 30 seconds to go. Cal progress needing to start for the TL team. Just nobody really anywhere near the point. 76 standing strong in front of Cobra Factory here. No flanks whatsoever as we pan out. Coltrane's back there. Chicken Waffles is back there, but there's ample amount of 5 defenders. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with no cap progress starting at the 4-minute mark and a 4-1 score, the 5 can start to celebrate. They are going to be HPL 3rd place in the runners-up game here. TL is going to take 4th place out of NA. BST2 501 takes 2nd, and Core, of course, earlier taking 1st place, winning the HPL, going 5-0 in every single game. They absolutely dominated this league so far. Really, I can't wait for next year's competition. I don't know if we'll be able to wait all the way till next year. A ton of teams very interested and signed up already. A ton more to come. Core can expect a lot stiffer competition next time around. However, they get the crown. They're going to take the title, and they are going to take the prize money here. The 5 get to take the good feeling of coming back and ending on a high note, smashing down an NA team, as they like to put it in EU. But wait, there'll be better NA teams, there'll be more NA teams, and I'm sure TL will come back with a better strategy and more practice next time to put to bear against some of these European teams. You know, things like Friday night fights are kicking off every week. You know, we'll have more of those daily events, and that you can trust that next year, and even in the next seasonal, as time goes on, the gap between NA and EU will become smaller and smaller. There's a ton of great players in NA, you know, and there's a ton of great players that are coming to Hell Let Loose. So, you know, the 5 Core can celebrate. They can, you know, meme about NA versus EU all they want. And justly so, you know, the European teams utterly dominated. BST2 won the North American division and beat TL. I mean, it was a close game, but they did. Props to them for doing it. But next year, this seasonal, NA teams, NA players, only getting better. Strategies only improving. And with new daily games and tournaments popping up in NA-friendly times, you know, those players and commanders and squad leaders are going to get a lot more experience, hone their strategies, and really bring a lot more to the table. Nice shot there. Bossman taking out, I think, what was an infantry way far downfield here. 127 to go. This is only for pride right now, as the game is essentially over. TL just holding their heads high. Gonna go out on a bang here, pushing some vehicles into point. You can see, trying to attack from the backside. A little too late here. Trying to take out as many people with them as it goes. But this one is ending 4-1. Wow. Props to the 5. You'll see them as blacklists in the future. I believe the 5 Coalition has changed their name, but for now they're called the 5 in the HPL. They're called the 5. So instead of being Le Coq, they will be, I don't know what raccoon is in French. Somebody in chat, let me know. Coming to you soon. Really good play from them. You could see it. You see the plan was all along. TL not able to reinforce Foy. You know, the 5 just pushed through Foy, pushed TL off point. Their best players just not able to hold the line. The tanks getting, you know, AT guns. It's just so hard when you have 2 tanks fighting you plus AT guns. Just not in the end able to compete here versus the 5. And the 5 secure Third place match. Third place in the HPL season. TL takes fourth. Hold your heads high, guys. You guys both did an awesome job. Everyone who played this season in the HPL, awesome jobs to you guys for coming out week in and week out. 20 plus weeks of grueling competition leading to this moment. 5 take it, 3-2, 4-1, excuse me, and win the third place spot. Some of these scores are epic. 1.4K here for Teal, 1.7 for Fryal, 1.4 for Prade there from Arc, 0.64 from Talion. Wow, big score. 2.5 for Ubernob. Just to say a few, we'll get back into the scores in a little bit too, after I get some points for watching other people play. What a game. The 5 really doing a good job there. The AT, probably the X Factor. Really weird to see no recon challenging there from TL until almost the end. The 5's already is just so strong. 2.7 from Middle Cop. 2.1 from Kraken the tank. 2.3 from the other tank there. So 2.5, 2.1, 2.3 from the tanks here. 1.3 for Ken there. You can see Civs, this squad, some people have left already. 1.0, 2.2 for Coltrane squad, big game for them. 1.1 from Emanation there. A few people have left that squad, I believe, already. 2.9 here. Wow, that's a big score, bigger than any of the 5 tanks. However, just the AT guns, they can't one man, they can't hold it in. Maybe if TL had kept that third tank, I don't know, or maybe had a flex like AT squad or 2 flex AT squads. Because that seemed to be the X factor for the game. The arty for both teams was pounding the whole time. The arty from both teams was pounding the whole time, but I feel like the AT guns from the 5 was the X factor. OD Panda on the arty, yeah, you can say there wasn't recon challenging from the 5, sure, but the recon wasn't that oppressive for, you can say the recon wasn't challenging from TL onto the 5's arty. But again, on the flip side, the recon from the 5 wasn't that oppressive. They were there, maybe they're getting kills, a little kill here and there, but it wasn't like oppressive control camping that we've seen in other times with like a recon vehicle or something. But the X factors, just those AT guns, were so strong. TL did bring one out at the end when it was already over, but if they had like 2 flex squads with those AT guns going nonstop, and we saw them early on, but it seemed like the 5 had 2 AT guns at the same time. So maybe it was like 1 or 2 flex squads working together on one flank, because we saw it take out a Tiger on the east side. I thought it was a tank that had rotated. No, it was a second flex AT gun. We did see some AT guns from TL, but they weren't working together. There wasn't 2 of them, and they didn't have like tanks pushing off of them. So maybe, to me, that at least was the X factor for the game. You guys can say in chat what you think about that one. Still, props to both teams, the 5 and TL for awesome seasons. I know we caught up a little late. We missed the initial cap here, but the core game was already over, so I figured I'd jump in and finish this cast out. Core, of course, take it. The HPL 5 now. The 5 take it 4-1, securing third place. Core gets the prize money for the league. Congratulations to them. And then the 5, picks up third place. So BST2 also, props to them. They beat TL last week, 3-2 in a really close game. Win the NA, and then also go to the finals. Unfortunately, drop to Core. Really good game. We'll be back midweek next week with some highlights and analysis, because that was a crazy game. At one point, BST2 satcheled both 76s. Core didn't have a 76. They had 175 left. It was a 75 versus a Tiger, and Core had half cap control. BST2 whiff their bombing run. It was just a complete whiff. And just like that, Core is not pushed off point. The attacking squad gets wiped out because it doesn't get reinforced. And Core takes it 5-0. They could have, BST2 had a chance if they played it right to get back 4-1. What would have happened after that? I don't know. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been fun. A crazy day of Hell Let Loose all around. And I just want to say a big thanks to everyone for coming out. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I need to take a break. It's been like 4 hours solid of casting for me. And I just need to chill out and chill for a little bit. But thanks everyone for playing today, coming out, and look for a BR1 anniversary stream plus highlights, analysis of the games that we just had today and the season as a recap in the whole coming up in the next week or two. Guys, thank you, and see you next time.